Alright guys, well it's Friday, November the 8th, right about 5:30. I've been out here for about 45 minutes with no action. I've got cut bluegill on all the rods, headpiece on the far rod, body chunks on the front two. I caught the bait maybe 3 hours ago, so it's super fresh. This is the only area of the river that I've ever caught catfish in November. But I've had a really difficult time here lately, hence why there hasn't been a video in a couple, 2 or 3 weeks. So we're going to see what happens tonight. I'm going to stay, I don't know, a couple hours after dark. If nothing happens after dark, then it's just not going to happen. So anyway, we'll see what happens, if anything. Alright, I think we're getting a bite on that middle rod. Oh, he came off. Nope, he's still on here. He's still on. Oh, now he came off. Little, he was just a little fish, that's why. Wow, tiny, tiny little fish. And all these leaves out here, probably getting around the hook point. But yeah, that was crazy. I saw the bobber go down. Yeah. Well, son of a gun. I have a size 6 circle hook on this one, size 8 circle hook on that one, and a size 8 double action hook on this one as well. Okay, so it's obviously fall, November 8th, and yeah, I was driving out here tonight to set up, and I always pass this little church, and my dad's a preacher. Even still, he's been preaching for a long time. Anywho, I drove past this church, and on the marquee, the sign out front, it had all these leaves, you know, fake leaves, plastic leaves, with the lettering, and it said, "Fall for Jesus, he never leaves." I thought that was kind of clever, so I wanted to tell my dad about it. If I don't remember to tell my dad, maybe he'll see this video and he'll get a chuckle out of it. But he may have used that at some point. I imagine all churches have used that before. But yeah, fall for Jesus, he never leaves. So, thought I was getting a hit, but maybe not. Something's hitting this rod right here, but it's just not taking it down. Yeah, so I'll just keep talking, because yeah, that bobber's going down, but it's not pulling the rod down. I don't hear the bell going off. Please be a fish. Please be a fish. Please be a fish and not a leaf. Please be a fish and not a leaf. All right. Will you stay on? That's going to be the key, is if he stays on. Whew. I got steam coming out of my breath here. All right. All right. This was it. You know what? He ain't bad. He ain't bad. He hit on a bluegill head. Yes, sir. He hit on a bluegill head. Yes, him did. All right. I dig it. Whoa. All right, guys. I believe this is our first catch of November, and happened right around 7:30 tonight on November the 8th. So I like it. That's pretty cool, man. And there he is. It felt like an ice cube, so they would definitely be good enough to keep. But I'll start keeping fish, next year, and doing the catch and cook and all that popular stuff that the cool kids do on YouTube. Like I said, this year I'm still learning. and I'm just having fun catching fish. And I know I haven't caught any really big fish, but next year, you know, I'll be heading out to bigger waters and deeper waters and hopefully catching bigger fish. But right now I'm taking advantage of my local rivers and lakes, and you know, having a good time in November, fishing, you know, 5-10 minutes from the house. So I'm excited for next year. I've met a lot of you guys that actually follow this channel, which I'm always surprised when someone recognizes me. I ran into a guy last night at Walmart, and he was really cool, and we talked for a little bit. Roots Pub, I ran into some people there that knew me. B-dubs. So it's been a really cool experience for me doing this, and I'm just wanting to deliver. You know, at the end of this year it would be great, but next year I've got big plans, and I really want to make this a good entertaining channel for you. So yeah. Oh, come on. Stay on. He ain't a giant. I don't know if I can even keep this little guy on. I tell you what, yellow rod MVP. Oh, we just got him. He came right off the hook. Oh, he came right off the hook, but we caught this son of a gun. So the old yellow rod has caught the only 2 fish tonight. This one's a little skinnier, but he might be a little bit longer than the last one. But yeah, yellow rod 2 for 2 tonight. I don't know, I might have to call it too, guys, because I am freezing. Absolutely freezing. Oh, I can't even get my headlamp turned on. Where are you, buddy? There it is. There's the old headlamp. So there he is. Kind of a longer, skinnier fish, but man, I needed that. Boy, did I need that. All right, is it? Yeah. All right, let's let him go. I might have to put bobbers on all of them. I thought maybe I took the bobbers off because I was getting hit, but they weren't hooking up. So I took them off, decided I'd fish bottom. Boy, this is all jangled up here. But yeah, I took them off. Maybe I'll have to put them back on. I don't know. This thing's all foobarred, so I'll have to fiddle fart around with it. Get it back in the water. Well guys, I am freezing. Obviously I'm a wuss when it comes to the cold. I had double pneumonia a couple decades ago, and it about took me out, so I don't mess around when it gets very cold. But it's not supposed to freeze tonight. It's just supposed to be in the low 40s. It's supposed to be in the 30s. Come on, stay. Stay. All right. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Gee whiz. All right. That actually hit on a body chunk. All the others have been on head pieces. Oh. Ow. Well, he's got it. I'm going to have to work on this one. He's got it down his throat, through the side, and every which other way. But yeah. Alright guys, I'm just about ready to call it tonight. I am really freaking cold. let me tell you, I'm cold, and the fish aren't gigantic, they're skinny. There are some skinny minis. But hey, still fun to catch. And you know, maybe I'll go out to Grand Lake tomorrow. I don't know. I sure would love to get a channel cat out here of some adequate size. But you know, if this ends up being my final video of the year, which I hope it isn't, but if it is, I really appreciate all you guys, you know, coming along with me and supporting this channel. So thanks for watching. So that last channel cat that I caught on the far rod, I was sitting down back there behind the camera, and of course the rod didn't move, but I saw the bobber just disappear and stay under. So I got to the rod and pulled up on it and caught the fish. But you know, one of the things I wanted to say is I do miss a lot of fish, but I think the reason I do miss so many fish is, you know, if I weren't video recording these catfish trips, I would be sat up, you know, with my chair right here, right where the rods are. So when one of them got hit, I'd be able to pull up and reel down on it, you know, immediately, right away. But since I've got to get far enough away from my rods to get them in the camera, and just a little bit of the water. That's why next year I'm going to use 2 cameras, one for the rod, one for the rods. But you know, I might have to get a remote control and sit right by the rods and reel down on the fish as soon as the rod gets hit. You know, that's why I miss so many fish. I've had a few people that know me say, I'm tired of seeing you lose fish. You got to try this hook, or you got to try that hook, or you got to do this, that, or the other. The fact of the matter is, if I weren't filming this, I'd be sitting right by those rods, and as soon as they got hit, I'd be able to reel down on it and get a good hook set. But that's not the case. You know, I'm running to the rod, and in a way, you know, I kind of like that. You know, it adds an element of I don't know. You know, will he get there? Will he not? Will he catch it? Will he won't? And you know, I know it's frustrating, you know, for me to miss fish, and I guess it must be frustrating for you guys to see me miss fish, but I'm willing to take that loss, you know, to make a video. So that's why I miss so many fish. It could be the hook, it may not be the hook, it could be me, it may not be me, but I think it's the distance between me and the rods and reeling down and getting pressure, you know, on the hook and the fish, and that's why I miss so many. So anyway, maybe next year, you know, I won't miss as many as I did this year, and hopefully I'll catch some bigger ones and fish some bigger bodies of water. But yeah, I do this because, you know, like I said, I try to justify how many hours and nights I spend, you know, out on the river and out on the water trying to catch fish. And you know, so I got to make a video, and to make the video I got to get far enough away to have everything in the screen, and then I got to run to that rod, or I've been walking here lately because I miss so many. It's like, what's the point? But you guys understand where I'm going with this. I'm making excuses but they're legitimate excuses as to why I miss so many fish. I'm too far away from the rods. So there you go.